Hello and welcome to your viewers, a very edition of Nile Cruise on Nile TV International. A very warm welcome from Nile Cruise team. But first, let me welcome my colleague, Sharif Tuni. Sharif, hi.
Thank you very much. Hi, Kareem. How are you doing? It is definitely a special occasion and also a special location that we're shooting in today. Today, we're shooting from the school or the mosque of Sultan. Definitely one of the greatest and massive things of this. We're seeing which constructed on 757 Hijri and took 3 years. With single, it was built by Sultan Hassan. He's the 19th king for Egypt at that time, and he took the kingdom for 2 consecutive times. Actually, the first time when he was quite young, as in 748 Hijri, which he was at that time was 13 years old, and then he was jailed, and then he came back and he took this promise to build a great mosque, one of the greatest actually in the world. We are having this edition of Nile Cruise from this special place, and we'll be looking also for a number of segments and interviews throughout this edition.
Indeed, Sharif, a very interesting, magnificent place where we are right now, and we're going to be, as Sharif noted, several topics to be discussed, either related to this magnificent mosque where we are right now, or other topics related to the holy month of Ramadan. Dear viewers, a very special episode, a quick break, and we'll be right back to resume the remaining segments. Stay tuned.
It's time for Cruise Quiz. It's time to visit one of the most popular sites in Egypt and to ask its visitors questions about it. Today we're coming to you from the Egyptian Museum of Antiquities. Do you remember to whom belongs the idea of the construction of this museum?
The construction of the museum, I believe it was French, wasn't it?
Yes.
It was a French construction.
Yeah, do you remember the name of the guy?
That I cannot remember the name of the gentleman.
I think he's French, and unfortunately I don't remember his name.
I don't know, sorry.
Nope. Do you remember the name of the man who introduced the idea of the construction of this museum?
August Mariette.
Perfect, so you're a winner with us. We owe the idea of the construction of the Egyptian Museum of Antiquities to a French Egyptologist called Auguste Mariette. Mariette was also the first director of the Egyptian Museum. He lived between 1821 and 1881 AD. Do you know the lady who was the only lady pharaoh or the most famous lady pharaoh?
Yeah, she knows. Is it Cleopatra?
No, it's not. So what about you? Do you know who's the first lady pharaoh?
I think Cleopatra is the only answer that we know. Is the only lady that we know.
No, that's not correct.
That's not Nefertiti, that's the wife of... okay, hit me with one.
I do not know her name. I do not remember her.
Do you remember the name of the lady pharaoh?
Yes, Hatshepsut, yes.
Perfect, yes. She is Hatshepsut. Queen Hatshepsut of the 18th dynasty lived around almost 1500 BC. She was very popular and is still very popular because she was not only the consort of her half-brother King Thutmose II, but she was also one of the few ladies who ruled as a pharaoh, and she ruled as a king for 21 years. And behind me, this is part of a broken statue for her, and to assert her kinship in her statues, she was depicted as a man. We have viewed together some of the most important artifacts here at the Egyptian Museum, and by this we come to an end of this segment of Cruise Quiz. Until we meet again next week, it's goodbye.